Hello and welcome to Miss Hannah Loves Grammar. In this video we'll be answering the question, are hyphens used with adverbs? So as hyphens are often found within compound adjectives, it's really quite crucial that we consider whether hyphens can be used with adverbs. In part because adverbs function to add more detail either to the adjective or the verb within a sentence. So in general, it's important for you to note, we don't use a hyphen with adverbs usually. So for example, Aaliyah is an incredibly helpful person. Incredibly is the adverb, but it does not need to be linked with a hyphen to the adjective helpful. It's already linked in the way that it's listed within the word order of that sentence. It's interesting to note though that linking adverbs such as very, most or least to an adjective with a hyphen is a very common grammatical mistake, and one you should not be making. So next up, let's take for example, it was a wonderfully decorated cake. Wonderfully here is an adverb that doesn't need to be linked with a hyphen to decorated, the verb about how the cake has been, made so beautiful. There is, however, an exception to the rule, with words such as best, well, and fast, where a hyphen can be used to avoid ambiguity about how you would unpack that sentence or make sense of it. So ambiguity is when we have more than one particular interpretation of the word or sentence in action. So for example, Marilyn is the best known actress for her roles on screen rather than on stage. So best known has a hyphen between it because I'm saying that amongst all of the actresses, she's the best known for her roles on screen. Whereas if I said Marilyn is the best known actress for her roles on screen rather than on stage, you might be wondering if she's just the best. Whereas I'm saying she's the most famous really for her roles on screen rather than on stage. It's important we get that clarity, and that's why we have the hyphen. So we know that the adverb linking to the adjective is describing our subject with even more clarity. Now it's your turn. Decide if a hyphen is needed in each of the three sentences below. And if you can, explain why. Hit pause if you need thinking time. So, how did you get on? Boris enjoys outstandingly ornate gardens. I don't need a hyphen linking the adverb outstandingly to the adjective ornate. So, simply because it's clear they're linked through the content of the sentence. Next up, this well-known monarch is only 4 weeks old. So it's custom for well and known to have a hyphen between them because we're referencing not that the king or the monarch is doing well, but that they're famous. So the adverb well linked with the adjective known is quite important. Linking it with a hyphen makes it clear that we're saying that that monarch is famous. So yes, it does need a hyphen. And finally, Shadiq is a very enthusiastic sportsman. Now in this instance, the adverb very is heightening how enthusiastic he is at sports, but I don't need a hyphen because it's clear in its own merit that it's linked through the content of the sentence. Why not subscribe to Miss Hannah Loves Grammar for all things English, literary and grammatical?